You are Locked On Red Sox Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox drop another tough one at home to the Houston Astros. Are going to need a win Sunday to avoid being swept by Houston for the second straight year at Fenway Park. Whatever happened to home cooking? 5-4 Astros over the Red Sox Saturday at Fenway. We welcome you into our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, show host. I've called games from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan, Dodger Stadium, Target Field, Minute Maid Park, Kauffman Stadium, Jacobs Field, Globe Life in Arlington, and LaLasher Park in Lowell, Mass. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as a Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcast. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to discuss the Red Sox getting shut down by Astros rookie Spencer Arrighetti, club not coming through in clutch situations of late, and why did Josh Winkowski go 3 innings in the opener or starter role, and Brad Keller actually got to go 4 innings as well. We want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Click on the comment button. Welcome yourself in, introduce yourself, and hey, 4-2 road trip to dropping the first 2 games against a Houston team, battling it out with the Seattle Mariners for first place in the AL Western Division. You can hit the comment button once again on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel page. You can also hit us up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball, with questions or comments, or if you just want to vent with your frustration right now with Alex Cora's Ball Club. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Prize Picks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Go to prizepicks.com/LockedOnMLB. Use the code, all lowercase, LockedOnMLB, for a first deposit match up to $100. So the Red Sox had opportunities in the 8th and 9th innings against the Astros bullpen. Got to within a run, had the tying run on base in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Rafael Devers coming through with a leadoff double against Josh Hader, Astros closer, and that's as close as they get. And that bottom of the 9th inning might be as frustrating a bottom of the 9th inning or a half inning for the Red Sox for me in a long time. Devers a leadoff double against Hader, a guy who's known to give it up, okay? Hader gets a pop-up from Danny Jansen to the catcher, out number 1. Rob Refsnyder, fly out to center field. 2 unproductive outs. And really, in that situation, Jansen needs to do something to get that runner to third base with less than 2 outs, because that changes the entire inning. I'm not sure. I've got a little while before I make Danny Jansen our at-bat of the night. I've got one in mind right now. But Danny Jansen not coming through after the leadoff double by Rafael Devers, I kind of told myself right then and there, they're not tying this game up. They're not going to walk it off here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. They're not going to tie it up and send it to extras. They're not going to walk it off with Jansen's pop-up. Devers gets stranded. Refsnyder, F8, Romy Gonzalez strikes out to end the game. And I'm not going to say it's fitting, but yeah, it's fitting that the game ends with a strikeout, because the Red Sox struck out 15 times in the game. I said on our Locked On Red Sox postcast after the Astros victory in the opener Friday night, Spencer Arrighetti, he's opening up some eyes. He's having an up and down, inconsistent rookie season. But he struck out 12 his last time out against the Tampa Bay Rays Saturday, establishing a new career high with 13 strikeouts. Didn't see much in terms of approach. Couple of solo home runs, no hits for the Red Sox over the first 4 innings against Arrighetti. Jansen broke up the no-hit bid, spoiled the shutout bid, all with 1 swing of the bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2 solo home runs until the bottom of the 8th inning for the Red Sox. That was pretty much it. Had just 1 base runner in the first 4 against Arrighetti. And he's a talent. Minor league pitcher in the Astros system a year ago and up in the big leagues. And he's pitching for a first-place team right now. And he's pitching with a team that's been depleted because of injuries with their starters. But he gives you a great arm right now. Ronel Blanco pitched Friday night. Red Sox miss Framber Valdez, who had a no-hitter broken up in the bottom half of the 9th inning earlier this week by the Rangers. And Corey Seager, we know Valdez is a strong pitcher. But Arrighetti's coming around. And he's got 25 strikeouts now over the last 2 games. 12 and now a new career high, 13 Saturday, in picking up the win against the Red Sox. He's got some pretty impressive numbers. He really does. Eye-opening numbers. Don't look at just the record. Shut the Red Sox down. And he gave up the home run to Danny Jansen to make it a 1-1 game in the 5th inning, got the next 3 hitters with a couple of strikeouts. Yoshida gets to him with a home run in the 7th inning. Bears down, strikes out the next 3 batters, Devers, Jansen, and Dominic Smith. This kid's got some moxie. He's got a couple of words that I like to use for pitchers, especially young guys. He's got moxie about him. He's got a little nastiness about him. I'm not going to say jerk or a couple of other words, but those are the words. You need to be that way sometimes. You need to be nasty on the mound. He's got a, I don't know if he's a complete package, but he's got an awful lot of upside. Red Sox lose a 1-run game. Opportunity got close in the 8th inning. Let's get into Yordan Alvarez. 2 more home runs. 6 career home runs. This is not part of numbers of the ninth. This is in segment number 1. Yordan Alvarez now 6 home runs in his career against the Red Sox, all 6 at Fenway. 2 home runs in the win on Saturday. 4 RBIs now in the series. Alvarez against Winkowski in the 1st inning. Solo shot made it 1-0, 2-out shot. Jansen tied it up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alvarez a 2-run shot in the 6th inning against Keller. Winkowski went 3. Settled down after giving up the home run. Gave up another hit, nothing else. 1-2-3 second, 1-2-3 in the 3rd. I understand he was getting back into, the top of the lineup and beyond that in the 3rd inning. But Josh Winkowski can't go 1 more inning. He threw 38 pitches. You allowed Keller to go 4 innings and gave up 3 earned runs and 2 home runs, and he threw 74 pitches. Winkowski can do that. And Keller gave up the 2nd home run to Alvarez in the 6th inning after the Red Sox had tied it in the 5th inning at 1-1. The Red Sox Friday night, the Red Sox Saturday, down within striking distance. Within striking distance, and they acted like it was a 10-0 game. Both nights, in my view. A lot of strikeouts, Alvarez the 2 home runs. Bregman got a home run to make it 4-1 in the 7th. Yoshida made it a 4-2 ball game. And then in the top of the 8th inning, again, these relievers, I don't care if you're trailing. I don't care if it's Little League where I've coached to some degree of success. Not really. I always told pitchers, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. You're not pitching to the scoreboard. If you're called upon to pitch, work a shutdown inning. And Zach Kelly didn't do that in the 8th inning. Gave up the home run. Allowed the Astros to add on. Then it looked even bigger. That run in the 8th inning made it look even bigger when the Red Sox got a couple of runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Finally put together a couple of base hits. Cedar Rafaela, 1-out base hit. 1st to 3rd on a base hit by Jarren Duran. Duran stole 2nd. Abreu came through. Willie Abreu came through. Knocked in 2 runs. Threat stalled right then and there. Didn't go any further. And this is as frustrating a loss since I got this going, and since we got this going with Locked On and the Locked On Red Sox postcast since started back in June. We're now into, I think we're about to hit episode number 50 here in the coming days. You've got to win this game. Now, you need to go out there on Sunday, and you've got James Paxton on the mound against Hunter Brown, and Hunter Brown can very much pitch just like Spencer Arrighetti. He can go out there and give you 6-7 innings and shut you down. He can also go out there and last just a couple of innings as well. Again, hit us up, comment section, Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Let's hit it up right now. Andrew the Goat is in there. Yeah, Red Sox need to get it together ASAP. ASAFP. Andrew the Goat, if you don't mind me adding that in there as well. Need to get it together. Now, every single team that is in contention right now for a wild card spot or even a division title has hit a bump in the road. You thought the bump in the road was out of the road trip to open up after the All-Star break, going 1-5 against the Dodgers in L.A. and the Rockies in Denver. You thought that was the bump in the road and they righted the ship. It's not the case. Here we go again. Dropped the final game in Kansas City on Wednesday, and you had a chance to step on their neck. The Cardinals helped out the Red Sox on Friday night, came from behind, beat the Royals. So entering Saturday, game and a half behind that second wild card. But the Astros right now, and they're not going away. You've got one more, and then you go to Houston. And the next road trip's not an easy one. And we know what this stretch is. You've got the Rangers, then you've got Baltimore on the road and Houston on the road on the next road trip. So right now, for the Red Sox, you've got to put this together. You extend Alex Cora. You felt good about that. Craig Breslow, the team was playing well. Cora resigns. He's going to be around for 3 more years after this year. There's young talent in the minor leagues. This team above its skis, but playing winning baseball. Are they going to do something at the deadline? They did. They did. Jansen is, Sims, rough outing on Friday. Took the loss after Tanner Houck pitched well, but he was been effective, and I think he'll be effective more often than not. Garcia, Jansen, they've contributed. Sogard's come up from the minor leagues. He's done some things for you. But the Red Sox, Andrew the Goat, you're 100% right. They need to get things going here. They need to get things going in the right direction. They need to do it soon. Third straight loss, dropped 3 of 4 at home. Now 3 games under 500 at Fenway. Entered the homestand on Friday, an opportunity to win the opener and get to 500 at Fenway for the second time this season. That hasn't happening. Whatever they're eating, whatever the routine is away from the ballpark when the team is back home at Fenway, scratch it. Throw it out the window. Do something new. Need a victory Sunday to avoid being swept by the Astros for a second straight year at Fenway and for a 4th time this season. Need to start hitting. Bullpen, everything needs to come back together. Hey, Mike Debate has a reaction. Patriots preseason win this past Thursday against the Carolina Panthers. Patriots also releasing Juju Smith-Schuster on Friday. Mike Debate with his latest Locked On Patriots podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. Mike does have you covered through the preseason with all the storylines. Again, Locked On Patriots, available wherever you get your podcast. Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. Coming up, we're going to get into some more on this loss. At bat of the night, at bat of the day for the Sox. Did not come through in clutch situations. Didn't do it Friday. Didn't do it Saturday. 12 hits, 6 in each of the first 2 games of the series. That has to change on Sunday, and that has to change. We had 10-plus hits every single night. Now the team's striking out way too much and not putting the ball in play. We'll discuss that next. Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Liquid IV. Summertime for me, baseball, the sweet treats, yes, the salty treats as well. So it's one of those where it goes back and forth. Hey, I had a hot dog. Now I need something sweet. Now I need to hydrate. Now I need to get that salt out of there. Ice cream, popsicles, things like that. Well, when you're talking about America's pastime, don't forget to hydrate. Liquid IV's popsicle firecracker flavor, a surefire summertime hit. Get hydrated with electrolytes, essential vitamins, clinically tested nutrients from the #1 powered hydration brand in America. Because baseball and summer go together like Liquid IV and indulgent hydration. Blast off with the iconic summer flavor of popsicle firecracker, a festive blend of citrus-fueled lemon lime, tart cherry, raspberry flavors as well. Find all your favorite flavors on the website: acai berry, lemon lime, pina colada. Tear, pour, live more. 1 stick, 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drinks. 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. No more thirsty summers when you indulge in hydration with Liquid IV. 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you visit the website, liquidiv.com. Use the code MLB at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today. Use promo code MLB at Liquid IV. Locked On Red Sox postcast talking about the Red Sox disappointing 1-run victory to the Houston Astros on Saturday at Fenway Park. Locked On Red Sox postcast also brought to you by eBay Motors. Passion, drive, patience, the formula for winning championships. Also, what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED, headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered. With over 122 million parts for your #1 ride or die, you always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay's Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time. Simple. Your money back if it doesn't. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash, with all the parts you need at the prices you want. Easy to make your car the MVP and bring home the huge savings. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions to apply. eBay Guaranteed Fit, only available to U.S. customers. Again, hit us up on the X. Subscribe to our Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also follow us wherever you get your podcasts as well, with you after each and every Red Sox game from now until the end of the regular season, which the sprint is on. Touched on it. Alex Cora is managing this team right now like they're in and playing October baseball. That's basically it. Astros, 8 runs Friday night, 5 more runs, 4 more home runs in the win on Saturday. And remember, 26 runs and taking all 3 late August of last year at Fenway Park. Altuve's done damage. Bregman has done damage. Yordan Alvarez has done damage. And similar to the Yankee series, I'm not condoning drilling hitters. But if you go back and look pitch by pitch, how often Red Sox pitchers, they want those breaking balls. They want the sweeper. They want the slider. They want the changeup to move down and in. Lefty to a righty, righty to a lefty, down and in. But they're working over a big part of the plate right now. How often do you see a pitching on the hands? How often do you see opposing hitters moving their feet in the batter's box? I'll take a good stare down tomorrow from Yordan Alvarez from home plate to the pitcher's mound as he's worked inside. Bust him in. You don't need to drill him. But the inner half and going inside and being able to pitch inside, that's been taken away. I don't see it enough. I really don't. I don't see enough Red Sox pitchers. I used to watch the Red Sox, Yankees, and Mets back and forth every single night. Since we got this underway, Red Sox 97, 98% of the time. It's not often. You go inside against Juan Soto, he stares you down, stare right back. Where that may come into play is Liam Hendriks. Hendriks threw a bullpen at Fenway on Saturday. In reading the social media play-by-play and the accounts of Liam Hendriks, it was mostly an empty Fenway Park when he was out there, but he dropped some F-bombs. That's what he does. He's animated. He's vocal on the pitcher's mound. If Liam Hendriks pitches in the big leagues, and it's looking like that's going to be the case, it's trending in a positive direction, Liam Hendriks, in his first handful of outings, is going to be barking at a hitter. Maybe the bench is empty. But Hendriks has that nastiness to him right now. The guys in the bullpen, Kenley Jansen knows how to do it. He knows how to come inside. You just don't see it enough. And the home runs that the Red Sox have given up of late, way too many. At bat of the day, I got to go Masa Yoshida in the 8th inning. I want to go with one of the hitters. I want to go Jansen after the leadoff double from Devers in the 9th inning. But Wilyer Abreu comes through with a 2-run single to make it a 1-run game. Yoshida, first pitch swinging. First pitch swinging. And this lineup, and I really thought about it on Saturday for the first time, missing Tyler O'Neill. And O'Neill is one of those guys who will go up there first pitch swinging in certain situations. He attacks first pitch. Sometimes he comes through. Sometimes it's a lazy pop-up. Yoshida, first pitch swinging after the 2-run single. Make him throw you strike one. Instead, first pitch swinging pops out to the third baseman, Bregman, inning over. And again, just like Jansen in the 9th inning when he failed to move Rafi Devers over, get him to third, less than 2 outs. Now a fly ball to center field by Ref Snyder probably gets that tying run in. But Yoshida could not keep the line moving in that 8th inning. That's my at-bat of the game for the Red Sox. Not going with one of the home runs that added on, or Yordan Alvarez hitting a second home run to break a 1-1 tie. Yoshida's at-bat in that 8th inning is our at-bat of the game. That was a pivotal moment in the game. One of several, but for me, that one right there, make him throw you strike one in that situation. Maybe give Abreu an opportunity to steal a bag and get into scoring position. They would have thrown through with 2 outs and nobody in front of him. But Yoshida swinging first pitch there, that locked it up for me. Hey, Locked On Sports Today is here for you 24/7. Covering the top sports stories of the day with the local experts on Locked On, plus our national shows covering every league. Find Locked On Sports Today now available on the Free Fire TV channels app. We've got numbers of the day coming up, and a lot of the numbers just aren't that pretty. But we're going to have to deal with it, just like the fact that the Red Sox have now dropped the first 2 games of the series against the Astros at Fenway Park, and they've now dropped 3 in a row as well. Numbers of the night, look ahead. That's next. Glad you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. Follow us on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps, Prize Picks, simple, you against the numbers. All you have to do is pick more or less 2 to 6 player stat projections. Watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends. Become part of Prize Picks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Turn your $10 into $1,000. If you're looking for promotions, Prize Picks has got you covered every week. From lowering select player stat projections on Tuesdays to help your lineup hit, or by getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Friday. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code LOCKEDONMLB on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Hey, subscribe to our Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. We're continuing to build our audience, and we tip our cap to you because we love the back-and-forth conversation. If you want to hit the comment section on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel and join the chat right now, we encourage that with each and every Locked On Red Sox postcast. Before we get into numbers of the night, this might draw some reaction. In case you missed it, that's what I'm here for. Maybe you didn't see it. That's what I'm here for. I don't know if it came Friday or Saturday, but apparently we know that the Red Sox are up for sale, right? They're going to be up for sale. They're in the beginning stages of putting the team on the open market. Well, the Red Sox and the Fenway Sports Group may have significant or serious interest in making that purchase and adding the Celtics into the portfolio. How do you feel about that? Red Sox fans, probably 97, 98% of Red Sox fans right now are saying absolutely not. Don't do it. John Henry, relationship with the fans, it's one-sided. Frustration. That's the key word, right? John Henry comes off as, we've got our World Series titles. We've got our money coming in. We refurbished Fenway Park. They're building up around Fenway Park now. The real estate is at an all-time high, all these different things. John Henry, again, adding to that portfolio. If he added the Boston Celtics, owner of the Red Sox, Liverpool Football Club, Pittsburgh Penguins as well, Nesson in Pittsburgh. I don't know what it's called out there in Pittsburgh. But right now, if you're a Red Sox fan and you see that, Red Sox fans want Fenway Sports Group and John Henry to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's the Boston Red Sox. And I don't know how that goes. Remember, there's a salary cap in the NBA, and if you go over that salary cap, and I don't know what the cap situation is for the Celtics, but they won an NBA title in June, I assume they've well extended beyond the salary cap. So there are certain hits that you take. The Golden State Warriors, ask them about it over the last couple of years, right? And in baseball, there's no salary cap, but if you hit certain numbers, and the Red Sox have not wanted to approach those numbers in recent years so they could sort of have a cap reset. Remember as well, LeBron James won a gold medal with USA Basketball at the Olympics that are wrapping up here on Saturday. Team USA on the men's side beating France to win gold. LeBron James is part of the Red Sox ownership group. How big his stake is in the team right now, I don't know. But he's got a stake. If he continues to be an active player in major with the NBA, then that stake, he's got to be bought out. I don't know the exact terms. That sounds about right. But he would have to basically not give up his stake, but be paid out on his stake in the Red Sox franchise. If the Red Sox and Fenway Sports Group do decide to go in that direction and buy the Boston Celtics. And yes, they can be in the conversation to buy the Boston Celtics, no matter what that number ends up being. John Henry, the Fenway Sports Group, and others, I'm sure, they can complete that purchase to buy the Boston Celtics organization. Absolutely, 100%. Red Sox lose 5-4. Numbers of the night. Red Sox pitchers have to keep the ball in the yard. They've given up 4 home runs. They gave up 4 home runs Saturday, 2 to Yordan Alvarez. Now 6 career home runs at Fenway Park. Red Sox pitchers have given up at least 1 home run now in 11 straight. And these numbers are ugly. 4 home runs allowed Saturday, 33 home runs allowed in the last 15 games. 46 home runs allowed in the last 21 games. Those numbers have been fact-checked. Those numbers are correct. 46 home runs allowed in the last 21 games? That number is insane. Yes, you've had the Yankees in there. Yes, you've had the Dodgers in there. Yes, you've had the Astros in there. But come on. And not, I've heard a couple of the analysts say, well, that wasn't a bad pitch. When you've seen the other 3 pitches in pretty much the same location prior to the home run given up, it's a bad pitch because they're looking in that area of the plate. And again, it's not up and down. Everything is knee to belt, knee to letters. Breaking ball might go down in the way to a right-handed batter, or a left-handed batter, but they're spitting on a lot of those. Will Middlebrooks, first NESN reference, by the way, almost 27 minutes in. Dave O'Brien, Will Middlebrooks on the NESN broadcast Saturday. And he said, it was Keller. You want to throw a breaking ball? You want to see the definition of a breaking ball, 2 strikes? That's it right there. Pitch was down, broke down and away to the batter. Swing and a miss. Not a lot of swing and a miss right now. Tanner Houck didn't have a lot of... Tanner Houck should be a swing and miss pitcher. Very few swing and miss from Tanner Houck against a pro and a big league lineup in the Astros. They may be top heavy right now. They've got Kyle Tucker coming back at some point in time. That lengthens the lineup and protects those guys in the lineup. And here's something about Jose Altuve I'll throw out there. It's not going to work. I'm going to humor myself by saying it. I'll entertain myself by saying it. Stop bullying the guy. Stop bullying him. Let the stadium of 32, 34, 35,000 plus be silent. And yeah, there are Astro fans in Boston this weekend. Heard them Friday, heard them Saturday. Stop bullying Jose Altuve. Go silent. Just go silent. Maybe for at least one at bat. That puts him in a different mindset. I say that tongue-in-cheek. But if you're going to boo Jose Altuve, make sure it's the whole entire ballpark. Make it so it's throughout the entire at-bat. Or go completely silent. That guy gets boos on the road. He loves it. Adds to it for him. One of the top 5 clutch players in the last 10 years. And you can say what you want about the Astros and cheating and Jose Altuve being in the middle of it. That's fine. 27 strikeouts and 12 hits in the first 2 games for Red Sox hitters. That's ugly. Friday night, 10 left on base, 1 for 12 runners in scoring position. Saturday, not a lot of opportunities. Devers, the leadoff double in the 9th inning, tying run, nobody in scoring position, nobody out. He was one of just 3 base runners left on base for the Red Sox on Saturday. Again, not a lot of opportunities. No hits through the first 4 innings. 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 3 in the 9th inning. 0 for 3. 0-2 in the series. Got to win on Sunday, or you know what? You've been swept at home by the Astros each of the last 2 Augusts. And you'd be swept in a series for the 4th time this year. Numbers of the night. I've got more. I've got more numbers of the night for you. But they're not pretty, so we'll move on. What's on tap? Hunter Brown. I haven't seen enough of Hunter Brown. I've seen his day-by-days for the year. I've seen some of his splits. You're going to see another right-hander, similar to Arrighetti. Young guy, 9-7 record, ERA just under 4, 122 innings, 130 strikeouts, 46 walks, whip over 1.3. Numbers very similar. 258 batting average against. He was 8-1. Had 8 wins, 1 loss over a 9-start stretch from early June through July. And over those 9 games, he had 5 scoreless outings in that stretch. James Paxton, win and a loss, win last time out in his first 2 starts with the Red Sox. 1 on the road against the Royals last Monday, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, a walk, 4 Ks. I want to see 6. I want to see that same line from Paxton on Sunday. What I really want to see is 7. I really want to see 7 innings. I don't want to hear that the bullpen is taxed or anything like that. It shouldn't be. But those guys called upon right now, get the job done. I want to see 2 relievers tomorrow. I don't want to see 3 and 4 and 4 and 5 relievers tomorrow. I want to see Paxton go 7. Let your veteran go 7. That's what you got him for. Is he your ace? No. But you need an ace-like performance. 6 innings, 3 earned runs. Yes, that's a quality start. Some of us chuckle at that. Go 7 on Sunday, James Paxton. Let him go 7. If he's cruising along, if he's at 90 pitches through 6, give him the 7th. I don't care who's due up. I really don't. Paxton, 15 career starts against the Astros, 1 last year against Houston. Back in 2018, he's 8-5 in his 15 career starts against the Astros. Back in 18, he won 11 games with the Mariners. 4 of those when he was 4-0. 4 of those wins against Houston. Afternoon day baseball, final game against the Astros. You'll see them again week after next in Houston. Win the finale. Go get it. Avoid the series sweep. Then you've got the Rangers coming to town. Even if you win tomorrow, you drop 2 out of 3 to the Astros. Remember, last homestand, dropped 2 out of 3 to the Yankees and won 2 out of 3 against the Seattle Mariners. Even 1 and 2 against Houston over the weekend. You're looking at that Rangers series, a team that was trying to get into contention, a team that was trying to get into the conversation of being possible postseason team. They're not there. And that's really the only team you're going to see for quite a while that is just not even close to 500. Everybody else that you're going to see over the next couple of weeks, they're battling for something. They're playing for something. Wild card or a division title. Hey, our Locked On Red Sox postcast does follow each and every Red Sox game all season long. We do thank you for making Locked On Red Sox postcast your first listen every day. We do want to thank our sponsors, Liquid IV, eBay Motors, and Prize Picks. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts, also on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. We're going to try to start doing some YouTube shorts here in the coming days and weeks, and we want you to participate in that as well. Maybe your pick to click or who's going to hit a home run in the game, things like that. Again, a reminder, one more time, we do go live within minutes of the last out of every Red Sox game all season long on the Locked On Red Sox postcast feed with the Locked On Boston Sports YouTube channel. Locked On Sports Boston, your number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports and Locked On Sports Boston, your team, your Boston teams every day.